Happy September. Welcome to Monday Moments with Fran. I hope that you are doing well. What is your favourite chocolate bar? Do you have one or do you have several? My favourite chocolate bar used to be a Bounty. And so for those of you who are not familiar with Bounty because you are not in England, it's like sweetened coconut, kind of like mashed together, coated in chocolate. And it is lovely, in my opinion. The problem I have with Bounties is that if I eat them the next day, my face starts peeling because I have a very bad reaction to this chocolate bar. And so although I can consume it, and at the time it's great, the impact is really, really negative. And although I'm not coming to talk to you about chocolate and healthy eating today, I do want to talk to you about what we are consuming, particularly on social media. We can spend minutes, if not hours, scrolling through social media. We see images, words, videos of other people's lives, and oftentimes we see the best bits. Oftentimes we see filtered and edited images that don't portray the real picture. And as we're consuming this information and we're consuming all of these pictures and these stories, we have to really take time to reflect on what it is doing to our minds. What is it doing to the way we feel and we think, particularly about ourselves? Because I think in this current age with social media, it can really bring up a lot of comparison and insecurity, but it's not always a real picture that people are sharing and portraying. So for many of you, you'll know that a lot of people use hashtag self-care September, and it's something that I really want to share on for this whole month and talk about the importance of self-care. And this week is self-care around social media, self-care around what you are consuming and what is the effect on your overall well-being. I believe in inspiration. That's why I do Monday Moments. I believe in sharing to really help other people and to encourage them. And it's great if that is how you feel from being engaged on social media, from following certain people, from really watching their posts and even looking out for particular people. Fantastic. But if you're consuming information and content and it's producing a negative result, if you are left feeling less than, or you're left feeling like you are somehow behind at your stage of life, well, then you have to check what you're consuming. And I would suggest you choose something different, or you start restricting the amount of time you're spending on social media, because you have to take care of yourself. When we start to feel negatively about ourselves, it can really hinder and restrict us to produce. It can hinder and restrict us to actually move forward and progress with our goals. So rather than being inspired, encouraged, and motivated by other people's content, we're left discouraged and actually disempowered and hindered, almost stagnant in the very things that we should be doing. So my encouragement to you this week is spend some time reflecting on just what happens when you're consuming social media. How are you left feeling? And if it's not at a better and more inspired place, maybe you need to definitely reduce the amount of time you're watching or listening, and possibly even the types of things you're listening to. When I first did Monday Moments back in 2018, I shared a story that when I was at university, I started to follow some of these student pages, and there were really funny memes about being a student. But in reality, a lot of it was so negative, and it was all about the pain and the drama. And, I was already challenged because the course was quite difficult. But hearing all this negative information compounded that. And so I had to make a decision to unfollow and unsubscribe from all of these student memes, which were actually feeding me negativity under the guise of humor. Okay. So again, it's really important to take a look at what you're consuming and the effect that it has on your life. That's it for this week. Stay inspired, stay encouraged, And don't forget to encourage somebody else. If you know that this video will be of help to somebody, please do go ahead and share it or send it to them. Have a fantastic week and take good care.